Hello, this is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play tabletop RPGs with friends. This is one of the games of the Intercontinental Group of Awesome. We have just finished up, and if you haven't seen it, you should totally check out where Jan ran us through several sessions of Samurai World or the L5R Apocalypse World hack. But in between that game and the upcoming Primetime Adventures game, we have slotted in a pretty special treat. Now, Michael Sands is the creator of Monster of the Week, and I have the physical copy of Monster of the Week, the original edition that he released. He had a pre-order and everything, and he worked with Evil Hat to revise it, and it is gorgeous. You really should check it out. It's available on DriveThruRPG or through Evil Hat on PDF, and as well as the hardcover. And Michael Sands is such an awesome guy that the people who pre-ordered and a lot of people who already purchased it on DriveThruRPG got a free copy of the revised. I mean, wow. So it's a really great version of the game. Some things are cleaned up, some brand new, I think it's One Ochoa art, and I'm going to say gorgeous again because I'm lost for words, but you should totally check it out. And I'm not running the game. I'm super excited to get to play a character. This is why we have a dark aura character. It's black background. Enough about me. The game runner is our famous MC, or keeper as it's called in the Monster of the Week parlance, and he's pretty famous for a lot of his Monster of the Week games. But it's been a while since he's ran, so we're pretty excited to have him running it for us tonight. And it is Alex Prinz. How are you, Alex?
I am fine. Thanks. I'm a little nervous running again after a little break, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, man. Take it away.
Yeah. Shall we introduce our characters? I'm going to use how I see you all on the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to start with Andrea, our chosen.
I am playing Tyler, Ty Sosna. He is a freshman at an American university. He's in on a football scholarship. His extracurriculars as the chosen one have not impacted his grades real well, and he's kind of struggling. But he's still trying because he really wants to have a normal life. And he's adorable and perfect and chosen.
And, yeah, next we have Boodle, who may be cameraless for the moment, but can hear us.
Hello, I'm Eric Raven, the Wronged, and I am a guy in his late 30s who is has dedicated his life hunting werewolves since he lost his wife 15 years ago to a werewolf. He was back then he was in a band. He was a singer and a guitar player. And after the incident with the werewolf, he's just hunting werewolves full time.
I suspect you were influenced by a certain film in the creation of that character. And now, Jan.
Yeah, hi. I'm going to be playing Vincent Sorelli. Vince for friends, Vinny, whatever you want. You know, I come from the family. You know, the family. And I've been known to fix them up with some things, and yeah, now ever since then I got in touch with some sort of guy. I don't know, he might be a devil, and I may have made the deal with him, and I don't know. I don't feel like paying up on that deal. What can you say?
What can you say? Yona.
I am playing the spellslinger, Branwen, who is 23 years old. I think the neatest thing she can do is summon a raven, who will be kind of being her eyes and ears. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the personality of that bird. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. And last but not least, Rich.
I'm playing Morgan. Morgan is a monstrous. I was born quite a while ago in Nassau, and Yeah, well, I feed on the emotions of others, usually sadness. So it's nice being around Eric. I'm often full.
Cool. And if we could have like a little bit of information about how everyone's connected, we could grab starts. Andrea, how do you know these guys?
Well, I'm related to half of them. Okay, so I believe I have to get my notes here.
Yeah.
I believe Vinny is my cousin and Eric is my uncle. Apparently, this is going to be a monster-heavy Monster of the Week. Eric has pretty much taught me everything I know about monster hunting. I know I'm supposed to be the chosen one and everything, but still needed some help to get started because werewolves are scary. And I've had an on and off relationship with Branwen for the last couple of years. I had some trouble in high school accepting that she was what I wanted because she didn't really fit the cheerleader type I was supposed to be into as a football star. And Morgan is my best friend. I know I can count on her in a sticky situation.
Cool. We're going to skip Boodle for a moment. Vince?
Let's have a look here, shall we? So obviously, as Tyler just said, he's my cousin. We're related. Dad's not too happy about the fact that he's not in the family business. But then again, that's not too happy about the fact that I've sort of quit the family business. So, but when I decided to quit the family business and decided to start hunting monsters, Morgan was there, and she knows that I've been going in a different direction with my life nowadays. And of course, I've got this problem with this devil that's been hunting me, and he got close. But when he had the drop on me, Eric came in and saved me, and I kind of owe him one for that. And lastly, there's Branwen, and I mean, have you seen that face? I mean, I am powerfully attracted to her, and maybe someday I'll deserve her.
If only your cousin or nephew wasn't in the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's too old for him.
Oh. Branwen, how are you connected to these guys?
Let's see if I can remember everything. Well, Tyler kind of covered already what's our relationship, and it'll be very interesting to see, since we privately gave you an answer, whether we are on or off this moment, to see if we actually managed to give you the same answer. Morgan acts as my conscious when my power goes to my head. The last time I think we established that I was almost killing somebody I wanted information from, but she reminded me that that's one thing that I can't step back from if I go over that step. So Vincent is a mentor from another life. He taught me that not everything is always fixed with magic, so he taught me to shoot my revolver. And I thought that Eric was dead, and now he's back. So we were going to this cottage, some kind of cabin, and there was a fight between Vincent and Eric was just going completely berserk at the cottage. And I saw Vincent actually shoot him, but somehow he managed to survive that, and he's back.
Morgan.
Yes, well, Tyler is my cousin, and of course that's odd since I happen to be quite a bit older, so it's a very distant relationship. But it's important to me. Morgan was there when I decided to give up the life of crime. I'm reading the wrong person.
You're reading
I was like, I don't remember writing these things, but okay.
I'm talking about yourself in the third person.
Holy crap. How about I start over? Let's see, I lost my lover, Alec, to the werewolves, like Eric. Alec looked very much like Vincent, so I am a bit interested in him, which is a shame since he likes Brandon, but whatever. Ty saved me from another hunter, and in turn I saved Ty from a vampire that drinks on blood, which is quite nasty. All the other stuff I said before about Tyler, he's just the person that helped me. I'm not at all related to him.
I've got a feeling that Eric won't be ready to quite answer just yet. Oh, no. Yeah. Eric, how are you connected to these guys?
Okay, see if I can do this at the same time as... Nope. I'm trying to get to the notes. Let me see.
I ask because now you're
Just a second. Yeah, I'm on the pad. Okay. Oops. Yes. Yes, I know Vincent because he got in the way of my biggest kill ever. I had tracked down the werewolf that killed my wife. And he stopped me from killing him, so I almost beat him to death. Morgan, I know she also lost her lover to a werewolf, so we hang out a lot watching sad films. She feeds off my depression, and I feel a tiny bit better around her. And I saved Ty's life from a werewolf once, back when he was a pathetic newbie hunter. He's also my nephew, so I feel very protective of him. Don't really trust that he can take care of himself. And Branwen saw me lose it and go berserk that time when I almost killed Vincent. Yeah. That's how I know them.
And just before I take us into our first scene, Ty, I got an answer from Branwen about if you are currently on or off with your relationship. But before she says anything, I would like you to say if you are currently on or off. Cause
I didn't know I was supposed to give you an answer, but I will tell you we're currently on.
So you both think you're currently on. That's good.
That is good.
I did, of course, did not want the sadness to tell you that one of you wasn't.
That's bad.
But that means it can only go one way.
Yep.
Okay. Is everyone... Thorin, are you ready? Good. So, because I think of Monster Week, I find it very hard to separate it from Buffy in my head, so I think of all this in seasons. So, we are just media res jumping towards the kind of season finale. There has been a war going through Jacksonville versus the hive, this demon spawn bugs, insects, horrible things, creepy crawlies, and monsters have been going missing. There's been a lot less activity of the normal monsters, but there is also people going missing as well in larger quantities than normal. So, and you have, I think, you have got some sort of lead. I want to know who's got the lead. Or maybe Eric?
Should I roll my Destiny's Plaything to see if I have a lead?
Yes. Yes. Anyone got any start of session moves? I know, of course, the Chosen always has one.
That's a 10.
10.
Reveal to me a useful detail about the coming mystery.
Ah, excellent.
Like a lead.
Yes. You can, in your crappy apartment above the bar, by the way, what's the bar called?
We will make the bar called, it's this weird town, so I'm going to call it the Mannequin.
The Mannequin.
Yes, I have a cold, so words are going to come out of my mouth more funny than usual.
Okay. So in your crappy apartment, that I don't think you can afford above this, I imagine, trendy bar called the Mannequin.
Totally.
Or at least a very counterculture, it seems. I imagine it's littered with mannequins. And kind of probably has a big goth crowd.
Not that Ty's been in there because he's still too young. He's just a baby.
Yeah. Yes, you could type the name of the thing in the chat. Anyway, you are having one of your prophetic dreams again, as is the life of the Chosen One, and you get the image of a dark space. It's a factory floor. There's like chains hanging above and like trails of slime dribbling down them. And you get the feeling that something wants you there. That you're actually being drawn there by something. It doesn't feel like a safe feeling. The other things you can see in the factory are some abandoned, like a factory production line with shells of unfinished cars. Husks. And then you wake up with a shudder. In your crappy apartment. I like saying you have a crappy apartment.
I like the fact I have a crappy apartment. So I kind of, rub my eyes and look at the clock. And what time is it?
Oh, what kind? Is Ty the sort to be out late?
Oh, yes. Monster hunting.
Oh, yeah, it's the monster thing. It's there's a horrible stream of light creating like a beam of dust motes that's in your face. Yeah. So it's maybe lunchtime.
Oh. Roll over. Snuggle up to Bran, who I'm placing there for no good reason.
Bran, something snuggles up to you.
I will just drowsily go, is it morning yet?
It's past morning. You wouldn't believe the dream I just had.
Really?
Yeah.
So what was it all about?
I was in a factory, and there were these cars that weren't done, and these chains with slime or something coming off them.
That can't be good.
It didn't feel good, but I think that's where we need to go.
Right. So, no long breakfast this morning?
Well, maybe a little breakfast.
Yeah. I'm thinking that too. Then we can, call the others a bit later. The monsters can wait a little bit.
I'll text Vinny and see if he knows where a car factory might be in the city.
That's a good idea.
Ty, how is the disappearance of your little sister going down amongst your family?
You know,
As recently there was a...
being a mobster family, I really think there's been a lot of finger pointing. There's a rival family that that they're holding accountable, but of course they can't prove anything, and I think it's starting to get pretty violent. I think Ty suspects something more, but he can't really walk up to the Don and be like, so it wasn't really this other family, it was actually monsters. So
Was it the drop of slime you found in her bedroom?
totally the drop of slime.
Yeah.
It definitely had something to do with it, because that's not a normal thing you find in a 14-year-old's bedroom.
No. Mildly corrosive slime is definitely not kind.
True story.
So do you all converge? Where do you guys actually discuss things? Do you all sit in a cramped apartment? Does somebody have access to something nicer than just a shitty apartment?
Yeah.
As a meeting?
Do we have somebody who has like books? That's probably a no.
I got no
Trendy
books,
apartment.
and I do have a really nice apartment, but I don't go there at the moment.
I wonder why.
Reason.
Crappy apartment it is.
So Morgan doesn't have access to something?
Not at the moment. There's a small dress shop, but I really don't want them here.
Morgan, when you arrive at Ty's apartment, assuming you answer the call, how do you feel about the squalor? Is it something how do you describe the room?
I believe it would be a sty of pigs, but I don't judge. I'm here for a job. I don't mind a bit of dirt.
Did Vinny arrive before you?
No, I waited and watched.
You waited until Vinny arrived.
Yes, then I followed him.
Great.
Yeah.
If someone could be following him, I'm looking after him.
So
Someone is following me.
See, I was right.
So you all arrive at the shitty apartment. Vinny arrives, followed close behind by Morgan.
Ah!
Branwen is, of course, already there. And Eric, do we hear the purr of your motorcycle as you pull up?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you put out breakfast for all of them? Flash. Depressed Eric in a corner for Morgan.
Aw. No, I think going through Ty's cupboards, like he can barely scrounge up enough food for him and Bran, and it's like like a bagel, an egg, like 3 strips of bacon. It's not a happy bounty of food.
Tyler, your place looks like a dump. I've told you many times now. If you need a loan, just ask.
I've got more than enough loans already. This place ain't so bad.
For you, no interest. Come on, kid. We're family. Come on, we're blood.
When was the last time you were even home, Vinny?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Sure. I think I'll take my crappy apartment that I could actually come home to every day.
Ouch. So, coffee, anyone?
That's just because you haven't seen my place, kid.
Yeah.
One of these days we gotta go check it out. if it's really that nice.
It is, really. I think you'd like it.
Oh, I'm sure we'd like it.
Ty, do you get a sense of anything from Vinny when he kind of talks to Brown?
You know, I don't think so, because Ty is pretty full of himself. Well-deserved swagger, I think is how I put it. But he's pretty confident in their relationship. But
Do I know about Vincent's feelings?
Do you?
Do I?
Yes.
Vince?
You decide.
Let's say that it'll be more fun that I don't know. And then I'll be like, yay! I would love to see your flat.
Flat
Awesome.
penthouse. Please.
We've lost a member for a moment. So, would you guys, is this something you would just instantly go out and investigate?
well, we got to figure out where it is first. Did you get my text, Vinny?
I did. I mean, it seems to me. I mean, there's like the two car factories on the river, but I mean, I guess it could only be like if you're saying that it looks decrepit, then it can only be like the old one. The other one's still running. It's not gonna have slime on the chains.
Well, with the right monster, it could have. You never know.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Whatever
obviously
you-
the old one looks like, it sounds like a better idea at this point.
Probably.
Did it look like an old one? in your
Yeah.
dream?
Yeah.
The vision
Anyone?
definitely did not look like a recently, just momentarily shut down like the day factory. It looked like it had been abandoned for a while.
It did that. Hey, I've been there a few times. It's we family does some business there sometimes.
That's an interesting place for business doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does
Well,
everyone feel about Vince and his criminal past? I mean, it doesn't seem that far back.
Well, I don't
I-
judge him. You
Yeah.
know?
I think Vinny, we had talked earlier, and Vinny was the one that basically straightened Ty out, and he was like, you can't join this business. You gotta get good grades, you gotta go to college, you gotta make something out of yourself, and stay out of this business.
Yeah. And yet you're still living in a shitty apartment. That's a shame, that kid. Yeah.
So, are you? Do you feel like you've got a location now, at least?
Well, I think we should go check it out sooner rather than later.
Yes. Absolutely. Everybody else agree?
Yeah. It's like I'm not an expert on this. I mean, whatever you say, Brandon.
I will just give him a smile. Okay, let's go then.
Eric just nods from the corner he's sitting in.
Has he just found the spot that's kind of shadowed and?
Yeah, it's just looking out in the darkness.
So how do you get there? I mean, Eric, do you wait at all for them? You've got your motorcycle. You now know the location, abandoned factory.
Well, I'll wait for them and see. Yeah.
Anybody?
How are you getting there?
Eric, may I ride with you? If you don't mind.
That's okay.
Good.
Okay.
Guess that means we're taking your car, Vinny.
All right.
That's going to be a nice, comfy ride.
Yeah, I want to sit in the front.
Oh, by all means.
Just for no reason, can I have an act under pressure? I think there would be a little bit of awkwardness, and I want to know. And I think acting under pressure would be a good way to find that out. For Vinny,
Okay.
you're on the drive.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look. Oh, that's.
wow.
I'm sure that's enough.
Yeah, you can keep your cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 12.
I'm sure. I mean, are you sitting
Oh,
next
yeah.
to her, or
Well,
did
it's. I guess that's the boon of the. What was it called again? The sensual gratification that I got out of my deal. I'm cool. I'm relaxed. I'm cruising like with one hand on the wheel, and I'm like, yeah. So, how you doing? How
You're
are you
actually
doing?
saying that?
Yeah.
Because that, well, that sort of gives away something. Probably just be, I'm fine. Like 5 minutes ago.
Just making conversation, you know. It's a drive.
Okay.
the convoy pulls up outside this chain link fence where there's like a little guardhouse with one of those bars that raises. There's no one in it, and within the chain link fence there's a 3-story building, red brick, with large service doors on one side, some just normal entrances, and it's lots of wooden planks boarding up windows, or painted over, so you can't see inside. It's just late afternoon.
You want
So,
me to
is
go
there-
first?
I was just going to ask you, is there a way you normally go in for your meetings?
Well, there's a door, you know.
I didn't know if it was locked.
It used to be.
Why'd this place close down anyway? And he's climbing out of the car, and he's got like a big two-handed axe that he slings over his shoulder. The ease of long hours of practice with it.
Subtle,
Has he
kiddo,
named the axe?
subtle.
No, he actually hasn't named the axe. We'll say it has a name because it's a magical artifact, but it's like in Norwegian or something, and he can't pronounce it. So he just calls it the axe.
Yeah.
It's not very subtle, kid. Are you gonna chop wood in a factory here? I guess it's even a bit big to chop wood. Come on.
Oh, come on. He
Well-
looks awesome with it.
Yeah, I look awesome with it, Vinny.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Maybe you'd be a little luckier with the ladies if you had an axe. And he, puts an arm around Branwen and kisses her cheek.
Oh, poor Winnie.
Vinny, how long did you get to enjoy the fruits of your deal before you decided to run?
Probably a few months.
Yeah, so I'm sure when he's like commenting on that you maybe would see more action, you get like this little flash of well, lots of flesh. The nice type, not the nasty type. From your yes.
Don't worry, kid. By the time you reach adulthood, you'll see what it means to be related to me.
Sure. Well, come on. And Ty'll, stride up to the door.
This way, kid. Hey, if you wanna show us what your axe works like, then by all means take the lead.
What? Are you scared?
Oh, fuck no. I come on.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, come on then. He's already walking up to the door.
Eric and Morgan, is it usually like this kind of squabbling between Ty and Vinny?
Yes.
It's all friendly.
So does everyone just follow Ty's lead?
I guess so. He's the chosen one.
Well, Eric kind of keeps quite close to him, and he has his gun named Sorrow. It's a rifle. And yeah, but he kind of follows silently for now.
Does everyone? Do you guys just walk in? The door it looks like it's unlocked. Maybe.
Actually, we could send Nodin in first, just so that he can tell us what he sees in there, in case he happens to be in the mood of telling me anything.
Yes.
Good thinking, Bran. That's
that will be a use magic.
Yeah, it would be. Let's see. That's already a 9, and I get actually +3 for that. So that's a lot.
An extra +1. So.
Yes. So that's a lot. Yay! My bird.
How does it look when this raven that you summon appears?
It sort of just kind of comes out of my hair. It just forms kind of shadows first, and then there are feathers, and suddenly he just starts flying.
There's a kind of core as it lands on your shoulder.
Yes.
And that looks to you.
Yeah.
Is it only you who hear its voice? Like if it's right next to you, or can everyone?
Let's say that if I want it to be just me, it's just me, but unless I sort of block it, everybody near me can hear it. Because that'll be more fun, so you get to hear him.
Yes. It addresses you.
Could you please go inside and see if there's any dangers or anything we need to take into account before we just rush in?
I'm sending the raven in first.
Yes, because you can fly.
Fine.
Thank you.
Finn sort of leans over to Morgan and still goes like, yeah, that's still kind of creepy as shit.
It lets out like a massive core at Vince, like lurches forward before it flies into the open door.
Showing that, don't call him creepy.
All right. He's totally not creepy. Nope.
He's
not.
not.
At all. Nope.
He's not. He's useful.
you get the a kind of a distorted image in your mind of the factory, the main room, with this like there's little beams of light coming in from the boarded up windows, like glinting off these chains and the occasional kind of ooze, dark green ooze that's like very viscous, almost like treacle that slides down the chains. There's loads and loads of prints marking different footprints of different creatures. A lot of them kind of in a green ooze, kind of like they've been leaving mud tracks, except it's this nasty viscous liquid.
When you say creatures, like no humans, like
There are
literally.
bare human footprints in there as well.
So there are human and some creature footprints.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's a faint rustling of chains in the darkness.
Oh, wow.
It seems there is something in there.
There's definitely been some kind of weird party. There are footprints of all kinds of creatures, humans and others, and somebody's definitely in there somewhere in the darkness.
Well, I think they're kind of expecting me.
And yeah, the slime is there. Ew.
Finn's had like his 9mm pistol in his hand, and then at hearing that just goes like, slides it back into his jacket, reaches over to the other side, brings out his Uzi. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah,
Any sign of Elsa?
Any sign of what?
Elsa?
The missing sister.
Oh, sorry. I should definitely know that. That is one of the things I missed on the huge chat conversation.
No, it wasn't. We did that in a private chat.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm embarrassed. I will hide behind my papers. No sign of her. At least not an obvious one.
From the images you got back from Odin. Was it Odin or Odin?
Nodin.
Nodin.
Yeah.
The images you got back, I mean, you can tell there's human footprints mixed in with the prints, but it's too blurry to really pick out anything specific.
Yeah, Odin is actually it's better than Nodin, so let's just change his name into Odin. That's better.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Yes.
So, what can this be?
Well, only one way to find out.
Well, maybe it could be werewolves around. I don't know.
The slime?
Maybe.
Well, yeah, there was slime, but I don't know. Lots of different kind of creatures. So.
Some werewolves make slime when they change, but I don't know.
Look, we're not getting into this Peter thing again, are we? I mean, that was like, come on. You can't just go around killing people to get good business relations just because they're changed into dogs at night.
He had killed a lot of innocent teenagers. You know that. I will get him. He can't stand in the way forever.
I'm sorry, Vinny, but Eric's in the right on this. There's no reasoning with them. They are monsters that need to be destroyed.
There's reasoning with them during the day.
Yes.
You know, maybe there's some middle ground, man.
Anyone who's harmed people must pay.
But,
Okay. Well, let's not get into that. Let's just move into the building now. Yeah?
Are you just going in, just straight in, not really scouting it out more than the...
No, definitely we go carefully and, not just barge in.
I trust what the bird said.
You'll never hear him say that again.
Creepy bird, but hey.
Oh no, he's not creepy. He's
No.
just a little bit stubborn every now and then.
You hear a voice. Like, I can hear that.
I know you can.
Do we also hear that?
Yeah, you do.
See?
You-
Creepy.
And it flies back out of the darkness, like its wings doing a very furious flap as it kind of slows down to almost a hover as it touches back down on Bran's hair.
Does it go into the hair or does it perch there?
Are you finished with the with him for now?
Actually, I want to keep him around for just a little bit if we need him.
Kind of sends like nasty dagger vision towards Vinny.
Tyler feels around in his pockets and comes up with that suey stuff that's got the seeds and the seeds and the fruit in it, and hands it over to Vinny and he goes, "Here, give him some of this."
It's still kind of staring at you. It doesn't.
I'll
There's like,
Here.
"Ah!" and it just pecks it out of your hand quite viciously.
I try not to laugh.
Ty does laugh.
I try my best, kind of like you can see if I'm going like this. I don't laugh.
Be nice to him, Vinny. He's one of the team.
Hey, he's not being nice to me. He just bit me. You saw that. Yeah, everyone saw that.
Ty shakes his head and throws open the door and strides in.
Oh no. So I guess we just straight in.
Well, Ty strides in. I don't know what you guys are doing. I didn't
Tyler,
mention
be
Spider.
careful.
Well,
Yeah,
I can't let you very well go on your own, can I? So I'm following him.
Well, he's just stepping in. He's stepping in and kind of pausing to look around and get his bearings. So he's not running in all the way, just a little bit.
Okay. Kind of from the entrance to the into the factory floor, along the left side, there is a big row of machinery. Like you can see between the kind of stations, there's like conveyor belts and robotic arms, and they seem stripped of a lot of the parts, and just the chassis of some nondescript car. It's hard to tell what model it would have been. On the right side of the factory floor are crates of parts and there's a crane, like one of those overhead crane systems with chains hanging down, and you can see the like it's not just the floor, but there are like the conveyor belt station, and some of the walls have these prints sliding, and you can still hear like a rustling. You maybe sense kind of a bit of movement at the far end, something possibly human-sized.
I think Eric kind of walks in front of Tyler and gets his knife out and his gun, smaller gun, and just be careful. We have to go slowly. Don't walk into a death trap.
the thing in the darkness, it's still just moving around slightly awkwardly. Kind of, it seems to be coming towards you. Kind of, soon it's going to be in the pool of light. You hear kind of like this retching sound as it kind of almost, as it kind of hits the light, it kind of falls onto all fours, and you just hear a splash of like somebody vomiting up everything in their stomach.
Nice.
And this kind of slightly inhuman grunting sound. You still can't really see what it is exactly from the distance you are.
Investigate the mystery.
Yeah. Oh, this seems more like reading a bad situation.
Okay. Let's read a bad situation then. That is with sharp, so it's a 9.
A 9. Well, so you can ask one of the questions from.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You, as you see the creature, you kind of think, where's the slime on the chains coming from?
Okay.
That's dribbling down from the ceiling.
Do I dare to look up?
Well, it's pretty dark up there, but I mean, does anyone have any? Does anyone bring some sort of kit of torches, or can just see in the dark, or
Oh, we've always got cell phones.
you do?
Hmm.
Do you use your cell phones?
I will let someone else do that because Tyler has his two-handed axe, so he's kind of.
It's
tied
hard
up.
to, yeah.
I will do that. I will use my mobile.
So you kind of shine it up to the ceiling.
Yes. I'm sure I'm gonna regret it, but yes.
On the ceiling, it's like almost like a bubbling pool of slime is just coating the roof of the building, and within are multiple writhing bodies of different shapes and sizes and different amount of limbs.
I will
There's
start.
also, you can also get a glimpse of these. It's hard to tell from the distance, but possibly foot-long worms or maggots that are kind of very slowly sliding down the chains.
Ew! I'm happy I didn't
Oh,
have
this
that
is dark.
heavy breakfast. I will start slightly backing down and like, guys,
I will follow her
My-
gaze up and go like,
you might want to look up. I think we might want to get out of here.
The thing that's kind of on the ground kind of lurches back up onto its back legs again, and it's like, you can see ooze like dribbling down the front of its fur. It's at that moment I'm sure Eric can see the silhouette of a werewolf, but this werewolf looks in pretty bad condition. It's like twitching, and it's still making its way towards you, and kind of occasionally slumping back onto 3 legs, or pulling itself up again, and making retching sounds.
Oh, that's definitely a werewolf. There's something wrong with it. Can I investigate?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know my prey. +1 ongoing when investigating the monster that I usually fight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You have to roll for me.
Yes, I'll roll for you.
Someone.
Or does somebody else? Because I have bad history of rolling very poorly when I have to roll the brutal.
I'll do it.
Okay. Does someone have the sheet up as well, so they know how? Because it's silly for me to find it on the iPad.
You got it printed out?
No, I haven't noted down.
Oh, your stats.
I rolled you a 9, and I'm not sure what were you rolling again?
It was investigate a mystery, which should be
Sharp.
sharp. So -1.
8.
Do I have -1 sharp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
plus
and
one,
a plus
because
1
of
from yeah, so still 9.
So 9.
So you can
Okay.
ask one question.
Okay. I'm going to ask what has happened to the werewolf.
You get the feeling that its behavior is so un-werewolf-like. It's almost, it's not in control, it seems. You get the feeling that something else has taken control of this creature. And yeah, it's under control of some other force.
Okay, so Eric, with his knowledge of werewolves, he can see straight away that this werewolf must be controlled by something else. So I think it's controlled by something. I have no idea what it could be. I should put this werewolf down. Sorry?
Prinz points at the ceiling. Prinz points at the ceiling and goes, what about being controlled by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we maybe get out of here and rethink?
Yeah, this maybe wasn't a good idea.
Yes.
They're about 10 meters above you now, and there's like one of the chains is around that height, and it kind of, there's like one of these bugs, maggot things, kind of on the end of a trail of slimes, kind of descending off one of the chains on a very thin tendril, like that looks really precarious. And it's quite above you.
Don't touch that. There's something wrong with this
Okay, let's get out of here.
thing. Is it okay if I put this werewolf down?
Would you normally ask that?
No, I don't think you would. I think you would just shoot the werewolf.
So does he?
Sorry?
Do you shoot the werewolf?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a loud bang that sounds through the. Or is it a silenced sniper rifle, or is it just a normal?
I'm using my my 9mm because it's
Okay.
close, fairly close, so I would use the rifle.
Yeah, there's a kind of just a report, like a little 3-shot burst as the thing kind of slumps to the ground. It's like a spurt of green ooze, just kind of glints in the air for a moment, and it just goes. It's kind of convulsing on the floor.
Do I get a sense of emotion from these creatures?
From bats, from the goo.
You don't. I mean, can you sense all types of emotions, or is it just negative? The ones you feed on that you can feel and sense?
I think perhaps the ones I can feed upon are the ones I sense the most. Perhaps we could make it a contest of some kind.
I think it could be an act under pressure, because I mean, the things are getting close.
It's not magic?
I don't. Yes. I mean, is your abilities from like a magical abilities, or are they some sort of physical monstrous ability? You have your.
I think that we could have a rather long conversation about where my powers come from, but I think magic is most definitely part of my world. I think I
Yes.
could use it to communicate with
Oh.
something I don't share a language with.
Yes.
Do that.
I think you could.
Very good. I will do that. I murmur a few words in an approximation of what I think their language might be like. Let's see if that's at all successful. Oh, well, luckily I have a very good weird. I've gotten a mixed result. So I will choose to communicate with something I do not share a language with. And for a glitch... it's of short duration.
The keeper will decide the effect.
Oh!
Glitch has.
I was
Oh
just going
no!
to say that.
Oh. It does actually say on a glitch, but I choose the effect the glitch has. So you get to choose the duration thing, but I choose exactly how short a duration and such. Sorry, I misread that for a moment. I just got very excited that I could choose what glitch it was, but nope. So you begin to murmur. Does the magic kind of tell you what the language would be? Or do you just, does the magic translate what you say?
I think of it like a babel fish, so yes.
Yeah, so you can say normally, but you'll hear back.
Yes.
As you whisper, well, you speak out, what do you say?
What is it that causes you pain? Why are you here?
You suddenly, it feels like you're in a large crowd. Like the amount of voices. But the voices have a very synchronized feel. All talking, it's hard to say because they're all slightly out of sync, but seem to be saying the same thing. And for some reason, it reminds you of someone. Anyway, the voices are, we don't feel pain. We're welcoming. We welcome all. We'll welcome you as well. You'll join us. As you're kind of focusing on this, the maggot above is just this little thin trail, and it's like maybe a couple of meters above your head. Well, it's kind of wiggling down the slime.
We should leave and firebomb this place.
Yes, let's leave.
Is this the first time we're encountering more of that ooze since Elsa disappeared?
I think a lot of the episodes you've been having this season have been involved with creatures that have been driven out of their territory or have been are on their own because their pack or has been killed. So you've heard rumors of something, and you've heard mention of the slime.
Okay, but this is the first time we're actually like seeing it.
Yes.
At least in this concentration. Okay,
Yeah.
just needed to know so I know how to have Tyler react. So, leave, yes, for now. Uncle Eric, we're leaving.
Everyone's going?
Yes. I think it's wise to leave. But I wonder what they're feeling up there. All in the darkness.
It seems like Eric is going into one of his dark periods. He
Oh,
may
no.
start poetry.
He's
any
just staring
second.
up and just has to be dragged out, I think.
I feel I want someone to roll Act Under Fire because you've been hanging around for awfully long with this thing just above your heads.
Oh,
Without definite.
who hasn't rolled yet?
Yes.
Has everybody rolled?
Andrea. Ooh, sorry,
Me?
it was Andrea. Ty, you're going to roll
I'm
Act
gonna
Under
roll.
Fire because I think it's up to you to get your nephew.
Oh yeah, I
Cousin.
totally got
Cousin.
this. That is an 11. If
Yeah.
Act Under Fire is... It is. Yep, 11.
Okay, yeah. You, as you're kind of pushing him through the door, you hear this like wet slap of something hitting the ground behind you. And Morgan, you kind of just hear the last kind of murmurings of, why are you leaving? Stay. Why won't you stay?
I'm leaving and I'm not answering, and I wish that I could stop hearing them.
It kind of fades as you kind of go into the light. Nothing kind of follows you out of the building.
Okay, what was that?
Wow. Whatever it is, it's disgusting.
It's a colony, and they seem to want to recruit and grow like an infection. It should be burned.
Well, that was the same kind of slime we found in Elsa's room.
Ew. Seriously? That thing got Elsa.
Well, there's got to be something we can do, short of just burning it. Well, we have to find her. She's 14. She shouldn't have been dragged into any of this.
What if she's in there? You can't
Well-
just burn them down then.
Surely she must be
Oh.
somewhere else. She can't be
We
there.
have to check if there's anyone innocent in there. We can't just burn something down without knowing.
Yeah, well, it was sad enough to see that werewolf in such a bad state.
That wasn't quite so sad. We should do some research. Perhaps we can find a way to save Elsa.
All right. Any
How do we go
ideas?
about doing that?
Well, can I now do investigate a mystery?
Yes.
Since we saw some stuff, let's see if we can get some answers. No, not with that roll. That's a 5. At least I get an XP out of it.
Okay. Yes, well done.
This time I seriously wanted some answers.
What about you, Eric? Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, I haven't.
You got any
It's very
pals that
bizarre.
maybe would have?
Sorry?
Do you have any pals that maybe would have?
I don't have any pals.
What you got
All
up?
got you.
I might know a guy.
You might know a guy.
Of course you do.
Yeah. I can make some calls.
Please do.
I'm a fixer. If I need to buy something, sell something, or hire someone, and I'm guessing in this case I want to hire someone that knows something about this shit, I have to roll plus charm.
So are you hanging around the outside the factory while you have a ring around, or do you keep planning to regroup back up? Okay.
I'm probably not going too far yet. It's a 12.
A 12.
On a 10 plus, you know just the person who will be interested.
Well, it seems like when you got involved in this deal and you start to realize that you've made a deal with something maybe not human, you got in contact with a network of cryptologists, or cryptozoologists, I might say. And
Cryptozoologists.
yes, cryptozoologists who would who have a lot of extensive information on the supernatural beings and creatures.
Right.
You know of one guy who's particularly, you know, it's his hobby. He gets off on this sort of thing, so, you know, he would probably be very easy to get a hold of and talk about this.
I'm giving him a call then.
Hello, Peters, cryptozoologists and other specialists. Hello?
Hi, Peter. Hi,
Oh.
it's Vince.
Ah. Have you had more encounters with the demon? Any more descriptions you could give me? Horn length, skin to color.
No, and I hope to not be able to give you many more details about that anytime soon.
Yeah.
No,
Anytime. You just ring me.
I understand. Yes, I understand that you're very interested, but this is about something else, and I think you might be able to help.
Sure.
So it's slimy.
Slimy.
And it seems to incorporate other beings.
Are we talking kind of combining parts together, or are we talking kind of like morphing into one? Parasites?
I guess.
Latches on? Climbs inside?
I guess. Look, hey, can someone explain this guy how this thing works? Because I don't understand the hell I just said. Scene. I hold the phone out. Like, anyone?
Looking expectantly to Morgan.
There was a particular viscous substance that was tracked in both areas, and when I listened to the creatures, they spoke in one voice and were very eager to grow their number.
Hive mind, you say?
Yes.
Okay, are we talking... Okay, what does this liquid taste like? Is it kind of a salty or buttery, oily? What are we talking about?
I don't know. None of us imbibed it.
I mean, it would help a lot if you... Oh, fair enough.
Dude, what if we get infected if we eat it?
Well, a lot of these things, this does not seem like a slime beast. Was there anything else there? Any other creatures?
Werewolf.
Werewolves, well, they're not typically parasitical. Okay.
Did you tell him about the giant maggots?
Oh, right. Maggots.
Ah. Ooh. I've heard rumors about one of these things. Ew. They're not nice.
We got that.
Was there lots of slime?
Yes.
We're talking bigger than like 5 centimeter maggots.
We're talking bigger than a bread box. Yes.
Bigger than a bread box. Ah. You know, I'll tell you what. I'll get my equipment. This is a rare one. I want in. Give me an hour. I'll bring equipment. We're gonna catch this. We're gonna name it.
Look, no,
We're rich.
you
We're
don't
famous.
realize that the slime, like, it covered the entire ceiling of like a hangar type area.
That sounds
Big.
a lot. I mean, bread box sized. I mean, we're talking.
No, the maggots were bigger than a bread box. Like, they were a foot long.
Oh. So we're talking maybe a few hundred, maybe a couple of thousand of these guys in that kind of area space.
Probably.
It might. Can you capture one? I mean, it would be really helpful.
My eyes go to Tyler, like, capture?
Is this guy actually going to help us, or is he opening a zoo?
He knows
I mean,
stuff.
he can kind of just right over here. It's like, well, one day, of course, but I mean, it's very early stages, backers and such.
If it will help us, if it will help Elsa, I'll get you one of those things.
Am I getting a sample then?
We'll work on it. Don't you worry about it. We'll make this work. We got this. Yeah, we
Okay,
got
I'll pack up the equipment. I'll give you a ring when I'm near. I mean, there's a kind of a happy whistling as the phone hangs up.
Right. So, the way I see it, one of those is to the ground. So if we manage to scoop that one up, then we're golden, right? We got this in the bag. Actually, does anyone have a bag? That would be really helpful.
You really want to go back inside and get that? I mean, what if that stuff will fall on you?
It'll
We don't
take
know what's going
minutes,
to
Dave.
happen.
One of them just fell, so we're fine. We're fine. No problem. Forget about it.
You got like an emergency blanket or something, Vinny, in your car?
I do. Why do you ask?
To wrap that thing up in? Because I don't really want to touch it.
Okay. I just don't mind the stains.
I'm
Stain?
sure it won't mind the stains at all.
I was talking to you.
What is the state of this blanket?
There's some suspicious brownish stains on it.
Okay, it's your transportation bag. Disposal bag. Yeah.
You just you use it to cover up the bodies. It's
That's
been a
sort of
while. It's long in the past. Don't worry about it. Hey, forget about it.
So who's going in?
I'll go.
Yeah, I think that's me and Vinny, right?
I'll go.
What?
I'll go.
Are you sure?
Don't you go and talk to it though?
It's all right, Vinny. I want to make sure that you're all right. Let's go.
I appreciate it.
You want to get the door, babe?
Yeah, I will open the door. And I will stay close by in case I need to cast some lighting on the thing.
As you open the door, you kind of it pushes inwards, the door. You are suddenly the hand that kind of goes inwards. You feel it get gripped, and suddenly you're yanked into the darkness.
Oh,
No!
I don't
Oh, no.
forget bad rolls.
Fuck!
oh
You
no!
feel like
What was that, Alex?
yourself like dragged along.
I'm sorry. Thorin is over.
Yeah. I said, well, first I said I don't forget failed rolls.
Ah, yes.
Then I said, you then you
I am not playing with you.
should we
Thorin is
have
very
a
happy to
little
see you.
bio break?
It might be a good idea.
That's
Yes.
fair.
Well, yeah.
It's a good cliffhanger as well. Like,
Yeah, but cut to commercial.
this is a cut to commercial where
Yes.
someone gets dragged off by the monster and
Yeah. He's just like calmly kind of opening the door, and then it's just like a jerk as he's whoa, poof, into the darkness as everyone reacts. And
I will jump out and back in because my lower third stopped working, which means that my rolls won't work either. So
I will make myself a cup of
this is
tea.
the best time ever. So, okay, see you back in a bit. Everything's going so well.
I'm not even surprised.
You
That is
guys
a
are.
nice suit.
You guys better save me.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to Bran.
Neither
Good.
can I.
Yay! That was a nasty surprise. You're yanked in. No! That disgusting slime thing is in there.
Alex is good at nasty surprises.
Yes. I had kind of all forgotten all about those nasty surprises.
What are you eating?
Wait, I'm trying to Google if I actually find. Find it in English. Well, it's this thing, but not exactly the same thing. We don't put rum or arak in it. We just put the kind of flavor thing that gives the same kind of flavor.
Okay.
Okay. Our Eric can hear us. So
Can hear us?
yes.
Okay.
So I will autopilot Eric for a moment. I am not reading any of the poetry she prepared, though.
No, why not? We want to hear the poetry now.
Poetry.
Please, you
Poetry.
mentioned it.
Well, you might not hear it because you had it all saved on Pinterest, and it's a bit hard for it to open at the same time. Everyone back?
I think so.
I think so, yes. If Boodle is back in her spot.
She is.
Taking care of.
She can hear.
Yes.
Yeah, she is. I will be the, apart from feeding, I will be the one who takes care when we start the campaign when I'm not running it.
Oh, poor Thorin. He's very angry about something.
Is Rich frozen or?
No?
No, he's here.
Yep, sorry.
He's just sitting very still.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
Well then, I rush in after.
Yes. So you're trying to help her?
Yes.
So brave.
Well, that means I'm helping as well.
So,
Oh, I feel so loved.
well,
Everybody's
Billy
so.
started with the protecting someone. Can I get a roll plus tough, please?
Yes. Of course. Let's see. That's a 10.
Are we both rolling that, or am I helping him out? I'd much rather roll.
I think you can roll as well.
Good.
You may need to both roll. You haven't seen what's on the other side.
It's a 9. Sorry. I forgot that my tough is 0.
Ah. Well, then, we can say that's a help. Do you want to say that's a help someone out? Rich? Sorry, who's this Rich? Morgan. Or is this a protect someone? Are you focused on helping Vinny do what he's doing, or are you just trying to your own rescue attempt?
I do not really work terribly well with others. My ability to help out is not very good, but I can protect someone, which was my intent, and with that, I do have a 7.
Yeah, you both. I'll give him a second before I start. As we have our Eric training back in. Yes.
Yeah, I keep the program quick switching
So
off sometimes.
as Vinny and Morgan kind of leap into the darkness, they manage to grab both at the same time, grab the ankles of Branwen as she's like getting pulled by one arm into the darkness.
Oh, wait, but I was doing a help out roll, right?
Oh, were you doing a help out roll? I thought you were trying to protect her.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah. No, right. Yeah, sorry. I'm so confused. Yes, never mind.
I did word it as help out at first, but you're
Yes.
protecting someone, so it's a protector. So, and you both got a 7 to 9.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you both grab onto the ankles and kind of pull her to a halt, but before she's slowly getting dragged, but you're able to kind of see what's got her. And it's like a tentacle squid creature. Also, it's just drooling ooze out of it, and
Ew.
it's like kind of a mini kraken thing. Just the beak and tentacles, and behind it you can see that the factory has the slime ceiling has kind of descended, and out of it are convulsing all these different creatures. And they are coming for you all.
Can I do some combat magic right about now?
You can kick some ass.
I don't want to kick some ass. I want to do my combat magic.
Your combat magic is a weapon in kicking ass.
I completely want to cast some lightning on that thing.
You can.
Damn it.
You can do that.
Thing is touching me without my permission.
Take note, Vinny.
Wait, I have permission, right? I have permission to grab your ankles. your lovely
Yes,
ankles.
absolutely. Both of you, don't you dare let go. Morgan,
Yeah,
don't
there's a
let go.
tension between the Morgan and Vinny gripping one end and this kraken thing
So
that's pulling towards the beak.
that'll be a 10. And since I picked the advanced arcane training, yay, good for me. Because I can drop one of the 3 things out, so I don't have to do gestures. So I do have my Foggy with me because I have all those crystals. And I can definitely still speak.
Yeah.
So
What do you...
that'll be blast. 2 harm magic, close, obvious, loud, with lightning, which adds +1 harm, messy to a base.
The beak is kind of over your head. And it's like kind of opening wide, this like little tongue thing flickering as it tries to kind of pull you in.
I don't want to
And
kiss you.
out of its mouth, this kind of, you can see pushing through the throat is one of these maggots kind of towards you, as everyone or Vinny, Morgan, and you, sadly, are blinded by this blast of light from your fingertips.
Yes.
And just arcs of electricity just send shadows everywhere as the kraken just recoils in flung bits of goopy flesh and slime and just twitching tentacles that let go of you as you kind of drop slightly to the ground. And they're free.
Oh, so you can pull me out?
Yeah. There's like
I will
there's
just
still a few
scream, pull me
tentacles.
out, but I will still keep that tentacle
Doing
with me.
so already.
So that dude who wanted to start the zoo will have his sample.
Where's
What
the
are you
blanket?
dragging out with you?
Whatever I could get my hand on while these guys drag me out.
I want to act under pressure to do that because things are coming.
I want to
me?
help.
You're helping out?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So it's from me, the axe under pressure?
Yeah. The other one is grabbing for something.
Oh no, that's a 4. That's a 4. No sample. No sample.
Well,
Yeah,
my help
you-
out roll was good. I have a 10 on my help outs.
That's still
But
only 5.
That's
Yeah. You fling her the blanket, and she kind of throws it over something as you get pulled out. You pull her out of the factory. There's something in the blanket, and it's kind of it's like a. It doesn't feel very soft.
And as soon as I'm out, it's like, that was disgusting. Ew. I will not go back in there and just start to, clean my hands on whatever is in the ground, dirt,
No.
whatever. It's better
What
than this thing.
The blanket. What have you done with the blanket that had something in it? You caught something.
Oh, ew! I don't want to see it. Somebody else, please see what's
in the
blanket.
Let's just keep it in there until Pierre comes and we'll
Yeah, Ty totally missed the boat there, because I think he was fumbling with the blanket and the axe, and it was just a mess. But anyway, so he kind of reaches over you and slams the door shut as soon as you get her out, because he's helpful like that.
There's like a thud, and then like along the seals of the door, there's like just a little thin
Ugh.
ooze. And
Okay,
it kind
we're
of
not getting
slithering.
back in. Whatever happened.
Are you okay?
I am now. Thank you. Whoever was pulling me out.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vince.
Do you let him take all the credits, Morgan?
Yes.
Aww.
So this door opens in, right?
Yes. Like some doors do, I hope.
Sometimes.
true.
About half the
Yeah.
time open in. We should maybe put some distance between ourselves and the door, since there's no way we can barricade it shut. And we've got what we came for, right?
If those
Yes.
doors open and these monsters spill onto the street, are we just walking away?
Oh, I'm not proposing we go away. I'm proposing we don't stand next to the door. Like over there, or over there, or over there, but not right here.
I accept that proposal.
Pete's on his way. We'll figure out what it is.
Call your friend. We have no time to waste.
By the way, is somebody keeping an eye on that blanket with whatever is inside?
We should
Put it
lock it
in
in
the
the trunk
trunk.
or something.
In the trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's kind of squirming as you arriving.
And then we stand there awkwardly around the car.
Well, I imagine
So-
Eric pointing the gun at the door, just waiting.
The door is kind of bending slightly, kind of buckling under weight.
It's buckling out.
Yes.
Is there like looking around to see if there's like a dumpster or something?
There are some, yeah.
I'll help.
Yeah. Well,
Good call, kid. Let's get it. Yeah.
Your suit's gonna smell like garbage.
Yeah. I've had worse.
So we'll put that up against the door. Since apparently it doesn't know how to use the doorknob, which we should all be grateful for, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It will buy us a few minutes, probably. Right?
So how long did he say it's going to take before he's here?
He said. I mean, he was very excited about it. So he's probably almost here. Come on. I mean,
Okay.
have some faith. Have some faith.
No, I was just asking.
I understand. I understand.
there's a smash of glass kind of around the back of the building.
Oh, crap. We need a plan. Besides waiting for
Yes,
friend.
I'd like to try something. A while ago, I did know a way to trap creatures within particular areas. Perhaps this could work, though I think it is multiple creatures, but it's worth a try. I'd like to use magic.
Hey, whatever you want to do it fast.
Yes, it's absolutely worth trying.
Make with the quick magic stuff. Go on. We'll do whatever we can to help.
Thank you. I'll concentrate for a moment and think of the ley lines and see if I can effectively tie a knot around this place to trap those monsters within.
Eric, you've been very quiet. Can you roll a act under pressure, which I guess somebody has to do that for you?
Yes.
I'll do it again.
Go, Jan.
I succeeded with an 11, and so I would like to trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Okay, and
Work in your...
Meanwhile, Eric has a 7, and then whatever modifiers he
That's
has
cool.
on. Cool. So 8.
an 8.
Eight.
Okay. And yours is 79. And that's a 79 as well. Rich Morgan? Rich Morgan?
No, my magic was an 11.
11. Okay. As you bring up this kind of barrier, Eric, from the side of the end of the building, from the side, you do see movement of some. Well, it's actually really hard to choose a distinct silhouette of what it would be, but there's like a oozing pile of something that's coming out of the back of the building. There is like a sudden piercing screech as the force field covers the building, like something just got sliced in half. And there's like a faint ripple in the air around the building. But whatever oozed out of the window has oozed out of the window. And is kind of pulsating towards a manhole cover.
We had probably better stop that.
I'm the one who sees it, or?
Yeah, you saw it.
And he just yells, "Oh, there's something coming, something not escaped. You have to go to runs after it and tries to shoots it."
Yeah, what are you firing at it?
Yeah. What? Oh.
What weapon?
The rifle.
There's like a. Well, is it silenced or is it just a custom
It's a sniper rifle.
sniper? Well, a loud bang, and you see like some large chunk of it kind of flies off. Less a part of one creature, more like a whole thing just falls off this oozing pile, twitching to the ground. But it keeps going. It's like it looks like something. It looks like a jelly egg shoved down a drain. It's just
Vince will
shivering.
Vince will
We
move
have to
over to the
stop it.
manhole, and well, he already had his Uzi out, and he will just aim it down at the manhole and just empty the entire clip, like.
Wow.
Yeah, from when you get to the manhole covered fire, you hear the kind of impact of it hitting the bullets hitting wet ooze and stuff, but then there's silence as whatever it is recedes further into the darkness.
Oh,
It's gone.
crap.
You can kind of see there's stuff at the bottom of the manhole, bottom of the hole that isn't moving, but definitely not as near a big a pile as what you saw. And from the, if you look anyway towards that window that's smashed, you can see just a few severed limbs of different creatures and this undulating mass pushing against this kind of shimmering wall of transparent energy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't think we have the luxury to keep waiting around here until my good friend comes along. I do suggest we get the blasted hells out of here.
Well, did you get that thing?
It's in the trunk.
No,
That thing in the sewers.
yes.
We should
kill it.
stop that
Yeah.
thing before it kills someone.
Exactly. If we just leave, it'll follow us, and God only knows what it could do.
Did anyone happen to have brought a hand grenade, a stick of dynamite, anything explosive? Really, come on,
Lightning.
help me out here.
I don't really use that against werewolves, so
Yeah. Morgan, how long is that thing gonna stay up? The barrier.
Morgan, you get the sense that from your magic use, you feel it might make it to nighttime. Half a dozen hours.
We have about 8 hours before we are going to need to burn this building.
okay, we need to go after that ooze that went down the drain.
I will keep this up,
We have
Vince,
to
and
stop
you can
it.
stay with me. And the rest of you will go down to the sewers and take care of it, yes?
Oh God, I don't think we have any choice.
We already look gross and dreadful. You can take a shower later. Go kill the
Oh,
thing.
thank you, Morgan. That helped. I feel so much better now.
You're both
Vince, just
very
please.
pretty.
Yes,
Tyler,
Vince,
you're
just
still
please
welcome
keep her safe.
with us?
Okay?
Tyler, are you sure you want to come with us? It's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, pretty sure. Chosen one. Right here, for some reason.
Well, doesn't mean you're invincible.
Well, I have an axe, so
Well, remember everything I've taught you. Don't just
I will,
run
Uncle.
and get killed.
Honestly, Tyler, I'm still curious who chose you for this. Cause come on,
You and me both.
chosen one.
Well, I didn't
Okay.
volunteer, so.
Okay, I'll go first. And then he just jumps down the manhole.
you find yourself in just like a small pool of light in a tunnel. Like there's kind of the ground around in the pool of light is littered with just a selection of the supernatural and just riddled with bullets. One of them's like slightly twitching, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be going anywhere.
What is the thing? I guess I just keep going then if it looks like it's not going to move, or follow the trail of the rest of it.
Yeah, there's the walls, floor, but everything is coated with slime.
I will just look at Ty. Ready, honey?
Let's go.
Is everyone gone into the sewers?
Nope.
No, I think Vinny and Morgan are going to stay here. And
I'm staying behind with Morgan because she said so.
yes. Be careful, you guys. Call me if you need me.
Thank you for time. We appreciate it.
As they kind of disappear into the shadows, heading. I'm maybe with a phone light out, something. There's no lighting down here. We see a van pull up. It's got like a satellite dish on the top. Other than that, it's fairly nondescript, except for a few other little doodads and little antenna and such. And Vinny, your phone rings.
Sorry, what was that?
Vinny, your phone rings.
Oh. Yellow.
Vinny, lad. Okay. I'm at the factory. Got, I think, for the directions right. Where are you at? I want to see if you got a sample. Did you get a sample?
We got it, but you need to fucking hurry, man. We're running into some trouble here. Just take a ride, like just before the bridge, and then you're golden. Okay? Just make sure that you get here quickly, and faster than that. Okay? Right? Get on it. Get on it. Get on.
It's a few minutes later, and he pulls up beside you. Come on, where is it? Show me it. Come on.
Yeah, it's in the trunk.
He's middle-aged guy, slightly overweight, Hawaiian t-shirt, short, blonde, scruffy beard, and he's got those, like magnifying glasses for small detail work, and he's like got them pushed up over his head, like a hairband.
You look lovely as always. Just okay. What? Just stay back while I pop the trunk and careful, because it was still moving.
I'll stand near Vincent.
Thanks.
He's
sir.
hardly even noticed you. He's very focused on and excited about what he's going to find. So you pop the trunk.
Pop the trunk and sort of aim at it just in case.
Like, okay, let's see what we got here. He gets out one of those, snake catchers use,
Mm-hmm.
the little hoop, or even dog catchers, not anything like that. And he's like,
They use the same thing, I think.
yeah, the little rope stick with a hoop with rope on the end.
Yes.
Dear, could you just lift that up?
I lift up the blanket.
Underneath there's this beetle, multi-segmented beetle with like a almost human face, but with like mandibles in the corner of each of his mouth, And it kind of squints up with at you into the light as he presses the thing down.
Vincent sort of goes like, "Wait, that's not a maggot. That's like one stage beyond that, right? Beetles, maggots, right?"
I think we've got a completely different species here. But does seem to be infected. And he's like,
"Look, it has a human face, man."
Gosh, this Madagascan human beetle.
What?
Have you not read any of the literature I sent you?
Uh,
Oh my, lemurs. Look, they're fantastic little species. They scare the shit out of people. They're dumb as posts, but it's the human face thing. It always gets people. Anyway, they're reasonably harmless. Just
I tap him on the shoulder, and
Yeah.
and I hold up a finger to him. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, and then I move my finger over to the factory where like a force field is up and ooze is trying to spill out of that.
that was not exactly my idea when I asked for a sample, but okay.
Harmless? Are you shitting me?
There's usually these little guys don't really travel in packs. That looks like a pack, I guess. Huh.
Really? Huh. Huh is what you're going to say here.
Okay, just give me 1 second. You can inject something into the beetle and it just stops moving. It's like, I just got to back this up because I mean, this is a pretty good find. I mean, maybe not quite as interesting as what you got there, but you know, yeah.
What are we looking at here? Not the beetle. I mean that.
He kind of looks at the trail of slime that goes to the manhole cover and like touches it and like.
Ew.
Burnt taste. Yeah, this is the thing that's interesting here. That one was just coming along for the ride. This is the stuff. Yeah. This slime, this kind, maggots, that's your problem here. Everything else, that's...
Okay.
Just...
Pete, hear me out here.
Yeah.
We got that much. Tell
yeah.
me something I don't know here, okay?
Well, it's not. I mean, things in themselves, they're not that hard to kill. I mean, they tend to go down with the normal stuff. But your problem is you're gonna have to find, the hive controller, the queen thing. You know how it is with these hive minds. You got to find the queen. Well, the king, it's they're not really into the whole gender thing.
Right.
You find that, you get rid of that. You should be okay.
Morgan, did you happen to catch anything about a king, queen, any royalty, any royalty? Really, come on. We don't judge here. Any presidents, maybe? Senators?
No, we did not have an involved conversation.
Balls.
Although, if this one's infected, could we not speak with it?
I've not really been able to speak with these little fellows before. I mean, it's not really like I know the language. I mean, they tend to just screech.
But the goop thing seems to have a language.
Try to speak with it. Ask where the queen is.
Be careful though, young lady, old lady, whatever.
Morgan.
Yes, Morgan. Sorry.
She reaches over and just kind of touches his forearm gently. And then she gets to the work.
So you're going to try and have another chat?
Yes, it was so fruitful before. Why won't it be the same? Oh, well, that's why. I shouldn't have an
You
exchange.
try and focus on the that voice again, and as you kind of strain to focus, you feel actually, Vince, you were the one who notices it. You kind of see that shimmer flicker, as if it's kind of, and you can hear a groan of the door and the windows, just things getting pushed as the force field starts to weaken.
Morgan, while you're talking to it, are you keeping your mind on the shield thing?
Yes, of course. I'm trying to concentrate. This is not exactly easy.
It starts to kind of weaken and flicker, and it just goes pop and disappears. And I'll get back to our gang in the sewer. You're following the trail?
I think we're following Eric at this point.
Yes, he's following the trail, which is, I guess, very obvious. Just ghoul everywhere, and just
the
going along
trail.
in the darkness.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably follow it by smell alone, even in the sewer. Because it's just the smell of multiple rancid creatures.
Oh.
And then this kind of slightly burnt food smell of the ooze.
I asked the others, like, what do you think kills this? I mean, obviously guns don't work.
Well, it works a little, right?
Sorry?
It works a little, right?
We
We killed
can
part
just,
of the amorphous
I guess.
mob.
I guess.
And if it smells like burnt food or something, it must have gotten hurt at least a little.
Well, you kicked its ass, babe, right?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You kicked its ass, right?
Yes, think so.
So we just find it and just shoot at it as much as we can, I guess. Just try to.
But the thing is that I'm not sure if I can use my lightning here because it's electricity and we're walking on water, so that might be a bad idea.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if we try to get it out in the open again, maybe when we find it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. If we can.
Far into the darkness, you hear a childlike whistling a tune.
Did anyone else hear that?
Well, I thought
What
it was
is it?
just in my head.
What is it?
Did you hear that?
Yes.
You hear
Straining
like
the ears.
Yeah, you can just hear a kind of nursery rhyme skipping song, kind of echoing down the sewers.
Oh, great.
Okay, this is disturbing.
Let's hurry. There might be some innocent people. I mean, there is more chance it could be someone alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Because kids play in sewers. Sure.
Oh,
So I think we're hurrying towards the sound of the singing.
You
going.
You see a short figure, kind of silhouette in the darkness, just at the end of one of the tunnels. It kind of suddenly darts around the corner. You get a kind of glint of pink, like Elsie's hair.
Elsie? And I think Ty's gonna sprint ahead.
Ty, wait!
Be careful.
How do we know if they can just kind of make a look-alike?
As a Ty kind of runs ahead, how far ahead are you?
I'm trying to catch up to her, so.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Stupid kid.
Eric runs after him.
I will also run. It's not like I'm gonna stay behind in this stinky sewer.
You, as you're running, Ty, you get a feeling like you're going to be kind of led down different. You keep getting glimpses as you kind of been diverted in different directions, like almost taunted to follow. And you other two, you start to lose sight of him. Ahead.
I will just
Shit,
try
I think
to
this is a trick. This feels wrong.
I will just...
Stop.
Yeah. Ty! Wait up! Ty, you gotta wait!
Ty, it seems definitely your sister.
It's...
Are you gonna...
Oh, I have to catch her.
Yeah.
Oh no.
She's been missing for some period of time, and
She
I need to
has.
find her.
There is like behind you. You hear like a noise, like as they call something. But I mean, it's not important
Yeah.
because ahead of that you can see her standing there.
Elsie? Elsie, wait a second.
Eric and Bran, between ahead of you, a kind of out of the sides, kind of oozes almost a wall of figures and slime blocking you and Ty.
Oh no!
Shit! I just start shooting at the goop. Kind of on the side, so I wouldn't like shoot through and hit anyone else.
Ty, you can hear like muffled shots, but it's like through, like if you're hearing underwater, something shooting above.
I think just instinctively he turns to look, but obviously he can't see anything, so.
Yeah, it's just darkness down that way. Ty?
Elsie, where have you been? We've been worried.
Oh, I've been fine. Have you come to join me?
I've come to bring you back home.
You don't understand, do you? I am home.
Well, I think your bedroom's probably a little better decorated, don't you? You know, your Justin Bieber CDs and posters.
You can't really see her face in the darkness, but you can see her, like a mop of pink hair and like the little glint of her badges and things. And but yeah, this is all my home. The city's my home now. It's all mine.
Elsie, I don't understand.
I can fix that. She starts to move forward, and you can see her eyes are kind of. There's no whites in them. There's just this segmented, bug-like eyes.
I think he kind of takes a step back because he's caught off guard by that. Elsie, what happened to you?
Oh, I've changed. I'm upgraded, you could say.
How?
I became one with the family. A new family. You could have her back, you know. Would you like her back?
Of course I want
Who
my
says,
sister
like
back.
Rick? Well, this body has some power in it, but it is not chosen. She's like holding her hand out and just like flexing her muscles. But you, kind of eyes you up, intrigued. You can hear kind of slight slithering as you can see that there's all the walls are kind of moving with those kind of maggots.
I see you've heard of me.
Oh, yes.
Well, then you know what I'm going to do if you don't give my sister back.
Do you think you can take her from us?
I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to do a lot of damage while doing it. Not exactly subtle.
What Eric and Bran doing to break through this undulating wall? It seems mainly just trying to stop you from interfering rather than fighting you.
Well, Eric was shooting at it.
I guess I just keep shooting, and also I got the knife, so start hacking at it.
I would like a kick-ass roll.
So is there really water? Can we get out of the water so it would be relatively...
It's like I mean, everything's covered in a kind of it's damp, but there's kind of walkways on either side with like a trail of...
So we could get out of the
deep
water so that
Yeah.
I could actually use my lightning.
Somebody roll if Eric is kicking ass and going at it.
Yeah.
If somebody could roll,
I'll do it again.
Well,
nature roll up.
It's a 7, and you add whatever you need to.
how much tough do I have, Alex?
You have 2 tough. 8, 9.
Okay.
So you are kicking ass. So
We could harm on each other.
yeah, you're like diving in with the knife. Trying to
Yeah,
get away.
pretty close and just hacking and
Yeah. It's like almost like a wall of limbs and faces and stuff. And as you're like stabbing thing. You're kind of like almost stabbing in and just pulling out dead things from this slime wall.
I try to push
And then-
through as
and then-
well, just like
Yeah,
clawing my way in.
and then just like you're getting clawed at, and like big, like sharp teeth that can like lurching out the slime at you from like werewolfy things and bug things and humanoid stuff. It's
Ew.
and you can start to get like cuts and scratches as you push your way through and take one harm.
I spit some gunk out of my mouth and just keep going after. Nice.
Yeah, you're like 50 centimeters into this wall as you're cutting away. Bran, you watching Eric just.
Yeah, because
I think
can't.
this might remind you of that time when he went berserk. I think it seems quite.
I can't really use the lightning because I would hurt him too. So
He definitely
right
can't
now.
use the blast.
yeah, well, I can't use the blast. I have the missile, but you know that's a missile. It's too close. So I could start shooting too, but I guess that'll be dangerous for him too. So
You feel it's too dangerous?
yeah, with my tough being 0, yes. Things could go wrong, and I really don't want to shoot in his general direction. So I think that at this point I'm just waiting and seeing how crazy he will go.
Yeah, he's hacking your way through and kind of like you can actually see. It always seems like the wall is a bit like you maybe halfway through the wall. Back at the factory, the force field pop.
Last thing that Finn said was, "Fuck."
Yeah, it's almost as if every window and opening has just vomited out ooze filled with supernatural beings and human bodies and stuff that are all kind of now crawling into a stand and twitching and
Morgan, any bright ideas?
Your castle works.
But what about the others?
They have the mobile phones, which we should contact them, and we should move to a safe distance.
Peters is like staring up at everything that's pouring out and is like, I think his enthusiasm for getting a sample kind of breaks as he just gulps and then jumps into the back of his van and slides the door closed.
Good.
He's a little bit panicked and doesn't go into the driver's seat. He just closes himself in the back.
I jump into the car. I assume Morgan does as well. And I quickly toss her my phone to start calling the others while I start driving.
If you have to catch a glimpse in the back of the rearview mirror, you see the doors of the van just get pulled open by the kind of all the figures, and you may just as you lose sight of poor Peters, you might see a kind of his mouth being forced open as a large maggot kind of pulsates down his throat. Yeah.
I'll call Eric.
Eric, your phone is ringing as you are thrashing through the wall of ooze and monsters.
I pick up the phone while hacking away, and yes, I'm busy.
There's a queen. You need to destroy the queen. Everyone else will be free.
Okay, but Ty's in danger. I just have to save him.
Oh, he's chosen. He'll work his way out. Find the queen, and then everything else will work out.
Okay. So what's happening at your end?
Well, that's not at all good. But you should find the queen.
You hear in the well, actually, Morgan will hear this right next to her, but Eric will hear this in the background, like, "What are you talking about? Just tell them to get the fuck out of there!"
Like I said, go after the queen. If you kill the queen, the rest
Queen,
of the
I
hive
don't
mind
know.
will be free.
But I had no idea if there's queen here. There's just goo everywhere, and Ty's found what's her name?
Elsie.
Elsie.
Oh, but
Something's
chances are
wrong
that's
with
the
that. I
queen.
don't know. Sorry?
Chances are that's the queen. Go kill it.
Okay. Or he just keeps hacking and trying to get through. I think we need backup though.
I will just try to go like, Eric, what are they saying? What are they saying? What should we do?
Something about the queen that we have to kill. It's like a hive mind.
Ty, behind you, you hear like almost like a popping sound as the wall, kind of darkness, just bursts open, and the light of a phone kind of illuminates Eric as he just like falls forward in mid-conversation through the slime wall, knife in hand.
Hey, Uncle Eric. Look who I found.
Step away from her. Step away from her.
But we were having such a nice conversation.
Are you gonna let them kill
Something's
me,
wrong.
brother?
No one is killing you.
I think
Eric just points
Killing her,
the
Eric.
gun at her, but he's very hesitating and very unsure. He doesn't want to kill. Yeah, Elsie.
Your niece, after all.
Yeah, exactly. Just step away from her.
she's starting to stride
Away from-
towards you, Ty.
There's something wrong with her. Don't touch her.
Oh, I know there's something wrong
Figure
with
it
her.
out.
I think Ty is actually going to try to knock her out, which he's going to do with an apology.
You're gonna try and knock Elsie out?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going in to kick some ass, but try and force them where you want. Or how would you?
I will take that. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god, that's
So
fantastic.
what weapon do you use, or do you?
I was just gonna slug her.
There's like a loud echo through the sewer as her face kind of moves to the side, but she does not move from the spot she's standing at. And she just and then just like, head just cocks to the side slightly and is like, brother. And then she smacks you back, sending you like cracking against the side of the sewer wall
Guys.
with the blow. 2 harm. Shaking your armor.
So is the weird wall still up?
Eric,
There's a almost human-sized hole in it, but it's kind of closing. You might be able to get through.
I will
before
try.
It seals up.
Yes, I will definitely try that.
Never again, calls Eric. Eric screams and runs between Elsie and Tyler.
Oh. Let's just check that.
Look how excited he is.
Oh, rewind time slightly. As the blow is almost lightning fast blow coming towards Ty, Eric leaps in the way and takes the blow instead.
Ooh.
And just goes flying. And it's him who cracks against the side of the sewer and drops, kind of dazed for 2 harm. Yeah. Yeah. Elsie's a little bit kind of like, and kind of watches him fly and then looks back towards Tyler as Ran was doing something.
Yeah, I want to get through the wall.
I would like if you're just going to try and leap through or push through, I'd like a act under pressure, unless you've got a different idea of how you're going to get through.
I don't at this point, so wish me luck. That's an 8.
You kind of pushing through, but you can't quite get out of there. You're going to have to like start fighting the wall to kind of get the last little bit. It's like starting to kind of, you can feel like a human hand grabbing you, and then out of like the ooze of limbs, this kind of vampire face, and definitely not as pretty as Morgan, kind of pushing through all the other limbs and its like mouth opening, and you can see behind its fangs the head of a maggot.
Ew.
So you're gonna have to, I mean, yeah, bad things are coming.
But I still get through, right?
You can if you fight your way through the last little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Fight your way through.
Oh, so you want, like... What do you want, extra under pressure again? Or...
Kick some ass. You have to fight.
Oh no. Ha, that's a 9.
Yeah, you kicking out, you know, crack the face in the jaw and just fall out of the wall and drop into this kind of muffled, enclosed area of the sewer where it opens out more. Kind of in the center, you can see Tyler there and his sister, and off to one side, Eric, dazed.
Ty, what is going on?
I'm not really sure anymore. We gotta get Elsie and Eric and get out of here.
That's not Elsie. Look at her.
You stay out of this. This is family business.
She is family.
Yes, he is my family. And you're really not his sister.
I know the eyes are a little bit different, but...
A little bit? Who did this to Eric?
She did. But Vinny's friend is working on this, right?
Yeah, but seriously, she's a 14-year-old girl, and she just kicked the crap out of Eric? That's not your sister.
Well, we're not leaving her down here, Bran.
What, you want to take her with us?
Yeah.
So Elsie, you want to come up with us, right?
She looks to Bran. We're not family yet, but very soon. And we can all stay down here together. I'll ask you again, brother.
Please don't let her touch you.
You can have her back. You can all leave.
Is there some way to save her? Eric stumbles, gets up, and like, do you think she's still alive in there?
She has to be.
If there is a slight, she's still alive. We can't just.
Isn't that what Vinny's friend is working on? Wasn't that the whole point of giving him his sample?
Well, Morgan rang and she said we have to kill the queen.
Great, so we'll get her
Elsie smirks.
We
somewhere
don't know.
and then come back and kill the queen.
I am calling Winnie, like, right now.
Yeah, we don't know how what it looks like or anything.
Morgan is still holding my phone.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm just calling you.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it so that's.
Yeah. By the way, Elsie is just kind of like her head slightly down, and at all this talk about the Queen, she's just like there's a little light giggle coming from her.
Hello, this is Vincent's phone. Oh, I see. It's you, Bronwyn. Hello.
Yes. Where's Vinny?
He's driving.
What do you mean driving?
We had to leave. The containment failed. Have you killed the Queen yet?
What queen? We found something or someone who claims to be Elsie, but something is very much wrong.
Yes, you should destroy it. I told Eric.
It? How do you know what it is?
There's a hive mind. We spoke with Vincent's friend, and it's a hive mind controlled by a single entity, a queen or king. And I think that anything that has approached you and has spoken with any intelligence is most likely the leader. So if it's posing as Elsie, just go ahead and kill it, and we'll be all right.
I will just move a little bit farther away. Like, what do you mean? That's his sister. I can't just go.
It's not his sister.
Tyler,
Oh my God.
they want to kill me.
What is? Oh,
Nobody
oh
is
God.
killing you.
You're not
Okay.
killing Elsa. You're killing the Queen. It's taken on the guise. It's merely an illusion.
Who is that, Morgan?
Are you sure?
There must be some way to get Elsie back. I mean, to get the queen out of her or something. You can do some spells, can you?
Who is
You
that,
could
Morgan?
talk to Peters, she says, with a smile.
So what
I could
did
bring him to you. You could ask him.
Morgan, who are you talking to?
I'll put this phone on speaker. It's Bronwyn.
Yes.
Wasn't
What
Peter's
did your
Vinny's
friend say? How do we get anybody back if that thing has taken somebody? How do we get them back?
Bran, I'm inclined to go with Morgan on this. Like, this,
Seriously?
I-
We're
it's
talking
my
about
cousin.
Elsie. It's Elsie.
It's my cousin. I don't want my cousin to be taken by something. I don't want to be taken by something. I don't want her to be taken by something. Okay?
But are we sure she's gone? We have to be sure.
Do it.
Why don't you come and check?
I
Any
Do
of you?
it!
Anyone who
okay.
can find out? I'm not
I will
killed.
just hang up.
Is there any way for you guys? Do you guys have any tracking, like Find My iPhone type deals on your phones?
Oh
You
yeah,
could
we all
find-
have that app on Facebook, like where you can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
what all your friends are.
I have no earthly idea what you're talking about.
It's okay, we set it up for you, Morgan.
Oh, well, there you go.
Morgan, if you want to try and find out where they are, that's an act under pressure, because there's buttons, lights,
I told them I wanted a Windows phone. It looks very easy.
Yeah, it's down to the Mac Windows thing. It's you.
Alright, I have a -1 on cool. Don't anticipate success. Ah, 7. What do you know?
Wow.
You found out where they are, or at least where they're below. It's below the police station.
They're below the police station, and by the way, it appears that Bronwyn's in a relationship. Did you notice that? Status update here, Vincent.
Finn throws the wheel of his car around and goes,
I kind of lost half of what you said, Fritz, because the echo is so bad.
Oh, I just needled Vincent about the fact that, well, Bronwyn's in a relationship and it's on your Facebook. What, Vincent? They are a cute couple.
not the time, Morgan. Not the time.
Well, we should find a sewer entrance and go down and see if we can assist them. I think that we're going to have to kill Elsa for poor Ty.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go.
Alright.
Everyone who's down in the sewer, you can hear some like distant rushing sound of something getting closer.
Okay. So we should probably get ready to cut our way out of here with Elsie. And then we can come back and kill the queen.
Ty, I think she's the queen.
You were never the fastest or cleverest one, were you, brother?
Ty and Eric, please just get here now.
Hold on 1 second.
No.
And Ty. No, that was hold on 1 second to Elsie.
Oh, right. Thank you. Eric, please. Oh,
Eric's coming back.
Yeah. Bran calls out to Eric and Ty to kind of, I think, for a huddle up to plan their strategy as Elsie's kind of still just slightly amused, standing in the center.
Well, can we bring us and get the queen out of her? She's probably possessed or something.
Yeah, there's got to be like a ritual or something, right, Bran?
I don't know. I'm very sorry to tell you, but both Finny and Morgan seems to think that we need to take her down.
But how do they know for
That's
sure?
not her. Well, look at her.
Yeah, but she could be in there, somewhere in the darkness.
I can't murder my sister. I'm supposed to protect her.
I know, but the dude, the Peterson, whatever, what was his name again? Well, anyway, that dude said that when the queen is killed, then everybody else is freed. So that has to mean that your sister is freed at that moment. Your real sister. This is not your sister.
But it looks like my sister.
I know, but look at her eyes.
So you think she'll be freed when we kill her? That doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Honestly, I have no idea, but...
Can't you, like, exercise her or something?
The rumble is getting nearer.
Yeah.
And what is that sound?
It kind of sounds like like the rumbling of a train, a subway train getting nearer, crossed with somebody squeezing all the toothpaste out of it. Toothpaste.
Honey, I don't think we have time. We gotta put her down. That's not your sister, that's the queen.
Well, let's take her somewhere else and run away from this group thing and
That's what I'm saying.
figure out
It's
what
not
to
like
do.
she's No, it's not like she's gonna let us go.
You two start trying to cut your way out of here. You did it once, you can do it again.
I will just use my lightning to Elsie. Damn it.
Oh no!
This will come back to haunt me forever, but I'm gonna do that anyway.
Oh
Yep.
No.
Eric's like thinking of maybe protecting her, but then he's got a feeling that this is the right thing to do. So
And
he
it
just looks
completely
away.
fails, you guys.
no! Oh god.
That's a 5.
What kind of spell were you using? You're using lightning, but missile or blast?
Missile, because she's a little bit further away.
We're near.
You kind of fling out this arc of lightning, but it just kind of... She just sidesteps it with seemingly no effort. It illuminates her completely, and you can see the inhumanity in her eyes and the kind of ooze that's dribbling down her lips. But yeah, and then she looks at you, and the rushing sound arrives. Where you kind of, that little wall that was behind you just spreads apart, and all that stuff from the factory just pushes through, kind of hitting and spreading around the walls, dragging you with it to the right. Kind of, you're almost getting like pulled across the ceiling by your ankle.
Eric kind of points the gun at her, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And he rings Morgan, and
I will just scream, kill her! Damn
he
it.
rings Morgan while pointing the gun at Elsie. I'm like, are you sure? What should I do? Morgan. I guess I rang, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a phone, I guess.
So, yeah, Eric's got the phone kind of wedged up against his shoulder as he's aiming the gun, and he's yelling to Morgan, who he's rung, for advice. We don't know if Morgan's going to answer. Automatically ignoring the phone call.
I don't think she has a phone, maybe.
Too cool for school.
Sorry, I was checking Facebook. I got lost.
What the hell are you doing on the Facebook? You don't have Facebook.
No, it's on. They have it on the Windows Phone. I was building my farm. What?
But I got Elsie on gunshot. I can take her out, but are you sure it's not her? Are you sure she's completely gone?
She's walking towards Tyler now.
And
I have to be sure. I can't just...
Shoot her already!
You're there, Eric. You tell me. Search your feelings.
I don't know.
Well, then kill her.
In the indecision,
I just
Elsie.
take the shots.
Jan, official roller of Eric's dice.
Here goes.
Please roll well, because I already screwed up mine.
I did too.
I'm
So,
sure you have a nice bonus on that, because that's a 6. Right?
Using
You,
I think the
my,
wrong one should have.
you have at least a +1, right?
I think it's a +2.
I can check.
I can check.
Whew.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a 7?
You get
You got an 8.
an 8.
No, 8. Okay.
And this is with your custom rifle specifically designed for werewolves.
Okay. I guess I should have decided before I...
It sounded like you said rifle.
I did actually think I would yeah, that was the one I had out, wasn't it?
I think
So
I'm gonna have to-
No, I have to say it's a 9mm because I'm pretty close, so I wouldn't use the rifle.
Fair enough. You fire. Can you tell me like about a nice memory you had with Elsie?
Me?
Yes. It's a nice something you did with Elsie one time.
Well, since I ran away from the family when I was very young, I recently got in touch with Tyler and his sister, and I think the first time we met up, we where did we go? We went to the park and we were walking along, and she reminded me of my own sister that I don't have any contact with anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, the shot hits, and where her eye, the kind of the bug eye was, it's now much bigger as the kind of some of the flesh is gone from the side of the face, and it's like ooze dribbling down, and you can kind of just see maybe like a mandible just near the kind of bottom of the wound, like near where her mouth is, and she kind of hisses and keeps striding towards Tyler and grabs him. And as this is happening currently, Branwen is being dragged across the roof.
Do I still have time to try and put another lightning go on Elsie?
I want to see what Tyler's going to do first.
I think, because obviously if she were just a normal little girl, getting shot in the head would have put her down. Obviously.
It was kind of on the side of the head.
I know, but like there's mandibles and stuff now, and it's just not good. So I think kind of the horror of it kind of snaps him out of it, and there's tears standing in his eyes. He's like, "So sorry, Elsie," and I think he's going to hack her. That seems like an appropriate axi verb.
Cool.
Wow. That's a 6.
It's a 6.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Someone help! Someone help!
She grabs your... Yeah, no, okay. No, she grabs your...
Can we?
Wrist.
Are we close enough to actually give any help to him?
Any help? Any help?
Okay, is it enough if I just... If
Eric
I
is
will
nearest,
just
so he would...
call out and it's like, Ty, I love you, I know you can do it.
I would say, because of the danger you're in currently, it would be a minus. You'd be helping out, but your role would be a -1 to help out, up with whatever else your bonuses are.
Eric doesn't dare to take the shot because Ty is too near, but he kind of goes. He takes out his knife and runs towards them.
Ooh.
In slow motion.
In slow motion, yeah. Well, the axe swing. She grabs it by the wrist, and you hear a painful crunch as your wrist just goes, and you drop the axe. Well, I don't know. You may. Do you just try and would you just drop it if your wrist broke, or would you keep hold?
I try to hold on to it, I think.
Yeah.
So you hold with your two hands?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a two-handed axe.
You can hold with your other. Try.
Well, anyway, one wrist goes crack and bends back as she reaches forward with her other hand and pulling you close. Oh, sorry. Brother, we could be family again. You could rule this. Just give in. What? The car speeding around through the city.
Heading back to
Were
the
you trying to
location.
find a manhole cover to go into the city and then go into the sewer and then find your way
Yes.
to them? Or were you,
No. The other way around. First go there to the location of where the...
the police station?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Perfect.
Yeah, you come screeching to a halt outside the police station.
I will actually rush inside then.
Inside the police station? Are you sure, Vincent? I thought we were going down.
I've got some friends.
Yeah, the secretary is like, are you here to report a crime? You okay, sir?
No. I need to speak to Officer Branston and right away. It's an emergency.
Okay, I know the move and I'm just going to check.
I will. I can
I'm
act
nearly
under
there.
pressure to get in touch with them.
Yeah, well, this seems definitely you're under pressure, so. Yeah, roll under pressure.
Oh boy. Yes, it's all going so well.
Morgan, were you following right behind him, or were you waiting in the car, or?
I don't wait in the car for anyone. I was going down to the sewer. I'm sure he has his own reasons for going inside. I hope he doesn't get arrested.
Oh, so
Going down.
You're going to find the sewer manhole and going there?
Yes.
Okay. So.
I don't trust that Eric is going to be able to pull through, and I know Ty won't be able to. So it's falling.
Okay. Well, you get a few confused looks on the street as you pull up a manhole and start climbing in. The secretary, would it be a secretary? Probably not. Whoever it is behind the dispatch person.
Yes. The dispatcher. That's
dispatcher.
a good.
Yeah, we'll say dispatcher. Desk sergeant. The desk sergeant. Thank you. Well, disembodied voice. Send me a message. Kind of suddenly looks really wary as she kind of sees something into your jacket, and like, "Gone!" she yells.
Fuck!
Out in...
I run outside again.
Yeah. There is, yeah. You hear somebody yelling for you to stop as you run, and you see Morgan disappearing into the manhole cover.
That seems like a good space, good spot to hide. I will probably sort of dive head first, which is probably going to hurt, but like trying to stop to climb the ladder seems stupid right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Morgan, as you calmly get to the bottom, you see kind of the light of the day suddenly blocked, and you see him falling down. It looks like it's going to be kind of painful.
I'll catch him if I can.
Protect someone, yeah. Could you roll plus tough?
I certainly can. And that's a failure, so another XP.
Wait, can I help?
Sorry.
Can I help?
No, you're falling. Just take your damage.
You, unless Morgan has a bigger bonus to tough than I imagine,
No, I failed.
it's not. Yeah.
Rolled a 5, so you're
Yeah. Both take. Morgan take 1 harm.
I'll
And
take 2.
there's just a thud. Though you can see down the one of the tunnel directions, and you can see in a kind of almost like bioluminescent light the fight going on.
I will say to Morgan like, oh, ow! Thanks for catching me. Let's go!
Did you have to go to the loo?
I was hoping to get some help.
I'm all the help
It
you
did-
need, Vincent. Let's go.
Behind you, above you, you can hear somebody saying, like, "Did he? The crazy motherfucker!"
Yes, let's go.
Get a few others, and as you join the group, Elsie is there, just holding Tyler close, his wrist broken back. Eric, you are rushing towards him.
Yes, with my knife. Because I don't want to shoot and risk shooting Tyler. Can I use my... May I take too much damage doing that myself? I think I would just try to protect him. Again.
Never again. Again.
Yeah.
Never again, except for the second time when.
Yeah. And so someone roll for me again? No, I don't have to, because I...
No, you don't. No, it's a 10 plus.
10 plus, yeah.
Oh,
I
awesome.
just suffer.
Yeah. Tyler, you kind of just fall to the ground, kind of your axe in one hand, your other hand. Yes, pretty useless. It's not a... There's no bone sticking out, but it's just you can't move your fingers at all on that hand, and it's just an awkward position as you see Eric slam into little Elsie, and he's he's over her for a second, and then he's like bodily lifted up off the ground as he's punching, kicking, stabbing, whatever he can do, and he's lifted up by kind of the front, by the neck, as she kind of rises up on kind of like almost a hill of maggots, kind of extending her height. She lifts him up by the neck. Morgan and Vinny, Bran is being flung around the ceiling by her ankle, and it's actually being kind of more absorbed up into the ceiling now by her leg,
Oh no.
closer to the writhing ceiling of maggots.
Elsie, where are you? I want to talk to you.
Morgan,
Yes.
hello. She's holding Eric by the throat. Sorry, yeah, crushingly by the throat. You're choking, Eric, and can't breathe, taking another 2 damage.
I'll offer this once. You leave this city, and let my friends go. and I'll let you continue to exist.
I'll tell you what. I'll offer you the same thing. You just turn around, walk away. I can't promise anyone else will leave, but it would amuse me to let you go.
No, that's the wrong answer. I'm going to kill you now. So,
No. Oh dear.
and then I'll draw my 9mm and shoot her hand. Yeah. Hopefully this is going to work. And if anyone wants to help, that would be awesome. Oh, that's a 14.
Wow.
Yeah. I inflict terrible harm, and yeah, I will. It's a 10 plus. It's 12 plus. Sorry, enhanced effect.
Oh, even
Are enhanced effects taking the improvements?
If you have to unlock advanced, that's fine. It just
Mark
it's
2 of
listed
the
on-
basic moves advanced is an advanced improvement, so they're not quite. They're not. You don't get advanced straight away.
Okay.
I
Okay. So
didn't
it's
hear
an
any of
advanced.
that
That's fine.
because it's stuttering, but
That would be awesome, but that's quite alright. Let's see here. Choose one extra. So okay, we inflict harm. So I'm using a gun. That's 2 harm, and I'm okay getting hurt. So I will choose that Morgan inflicts terrible harm. So +1 harm, 3 harm. Nope.
No.
I'm sorry. I want to save Eric's life, so I will force them where I want them, which is to drop Eric's throat. It's still attached to his body.
Yeah.
And living.
Yeah. Yep. Eric, you drop down onto the ground with a thud. The hand is still there attached, but it is not attached to Elsie. And she's like, pulls her arm up back and hisses.
I just throw the arm away and try to breathe.
Does anyone have a momentary, just very quick bio break?
Yeah.
You can run off as well.
It works.
Cheers.
So during the break, I just want to quickly offer apologies. I said that Juan Ochoa did the artwork for the revised Monster of the Week, and that was wrong. Eric Quigley is the person who did the cover for Monster of the Week, and I apologize for getting that wrong. But hey, I was able to correct it in the same episode. It only took me a few hours to figure out I was wrong. Usually it takes me much longer to figure out I'm wrong. Ask my wife. Now I'm going to take a break.
Okay, just wait there, Jan. And Boodle is back in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, everyone back?
Yes.
Yep. So last we saw, poor Branwen was kind of being pulled up into the roof by her one leg towards the kind of very happy-looking, writhing, wriggling maggots. Elsie was clutching her hand as she kind of stood tall on a kind of 1.5 meter tower of maggots that kind of forming, kind of extending her height to stand over the others. At her feet, Eric lies, kind of probably removing the severed hand that Morgan shot off Elsie. Tyler is there with his broken wrist and axe. Was he got? Because he got shoved away from Elsie by Eric's save. And Vinny, poor bruised Vinny, who just dived headfirst down a manhole cover, is I'm sure clambering up beside Morgan, who just took a shot, who just shot a hand off the Elsie. Vinny, yeah.
I'm scrubbing up. I'm probably I'm looking up the ceiling and then going like, "Whoa, there's only one way I can save her." And then I sort of walk over to the pile of maggots with Elsie on top of it. Hey, Elsie, it's me, cousin Vinny. How you doing?
The maggots are everywhere in this place, kind of starting to pool around your legs, along with some of the ooze and some of the smaller creatures in this horde.
Come down and have a little chat with your cousin. Come on.
You come to me. You feel yourself raising up. Do you stay just down there, let it happen?
Oh, yes.
As you're kind of raising up, it's kind of moving up your body, kind of trapping your legs together, and then moving towards your arms. Do you still just go with it?
I try to keep one arm free?
You've kind of got. You will see how well your arm is free as as you're kind of face to face with her. You can see like there's like that some of her face on one side is kind of torn away under the mop of pink hair, kind of revealing like on one side the eye is normal size but segmented, but the other side kind of reveals the eye is bigger underneath. There's like little twitching mandible pieces in the cheek. Oh. Hello, Vinny.
Hey, kiddo. How you doing? Everything
Nico.
okay with you?
Everything's peachy.
Yeah, peachy. I know the feeling. I feel like I'm getting. I feel like I'm in touch with you here. I mean, come on, similar situations. Well, you haven't heard. Come on, give Uncle Vinny a hug. Well, I only have one arm, but hey, give me a hug.
She smiles. The oozing hordes of the walls starts to close, kind of come down from the ceiling and from other areas towards you. So give you a hug. I think you're kind of stuck at the moment. You kind of just let yourself be kind of engulfed by this thing. I mean, your head is free, definitely. You can happily chat away for a bit.
But, kiddo, I understand what you're going through. There's, greater powers trying to get at you. That's a situation I can relate to.
I'm the greater power now.
Oh well, that's awesome.
It is.
Well, good for you. I mean, I've seen greater powers, but it's good that you're getting up there. I'm feeling a bit constricted here. How about you? I guess you're feeling fine, but it's
She
a bit hard
yawns.
it's a bit hard to reciprocate the hug. Give me some room here.
Bored now. She gestures away, and the kind of maggot horde who's kind of throws you to the side. You kind of fall out of the maggot hole and kind of just get bumped and bruised as you hit the ground. And she kind of, brother, we haven't finished. Is anyone else doing anything? Well, as she kind of slithers across the ground towards my brother.
As soon as I hit the ground, I'll grab for my gun and try to shoot at her.
Okay.
And sort of say, I hope everyone will do the same for me if I get into a similar situation. Start shooting.
Okay.
Eric's also trying to shoot at her again.
Yeah, that was a long conversation. Is it possible that Morgan could have used some magic to try to enchant her gun before that took place?
You could have been doing stuff, yes. I think definitely. By the way, Paul Branwyn is pretty almost absorbed pulled into this feeling.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of waiting
Someone should say
when it's my turn to do something.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. But you are definitely up to your waist in the ceiling. I think one of your
I
hands.
guess I don't have any other choice than just put lightning there, even though I'm gonna fry myself too. But that's better than the maggots.
Yeah.
So
I'll take a shock over maggots. I think it's a good choice.
I will use the blast. Oh crap! That's a 6. I get a lot of XP before I die. Yay!
Can I help?
You've got the choice between the. What would you do? How could you help? If you could tell me how you can help in a believable way, maybe. I can't. I struggle to think of a way in this situation.
I'm trying to help by keeping the hive, the queen of the hive mind occupied.
That's not cutting it as a as a way that would give you an extra. I'll give you one more chance to come up with a reason before that miss hits. This seems like an awkward silence, which
Yeah.
the rules are very clear on. But I'm not going to add another miss, so I'll just go with the one I already got. There is another explosion of lightning as the poor Bran gets flung out of the ceiling, clothes partially on fire, and maggots rain down everywhere. Cause just like a rain of flaming maggots and flaming Bran. Tyler, you get lurched up by the ankle off the ground in your little sister's hand. She's kind of doing a kind of retching sound. Is anyone else? Oh, sorry, lightning explosion. 3 damage, and you're on fire.
Okay, in that case, scratch what I was doing before. I will try to catch her and I guess put her out in the ooze.
How romantic.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think you run in and roll her on the ooze. The kind of fire goes out. I think that seems very doable. Well, yeah, you suddenly feel Vinny fall on you and suddenly rolling into the ooze. You kind of get kind of ooze all over your face and stuff, but the fire kind of there's a smoking coming off your jacket, and it seemingly looks untouched now that the fire's out. Because it's magic.
Yes.
Morgan, you were doing something.
Yes, I was attempting to enchant.
And Eric was doing something as well, so...
Yes, Eric should go. He's been very patient.
Eric.
Can Ty take an action? Perhaps he has chosen his guiding monsters as
I think Eric and Morgan have been the longest since they've done something, maybe? No. I'm not sure. Who has been the longest?
That's fine. Go ahead and do them.
Yep. I'll go Eric, Morgan, Ty.
Eric is trying to shoot at the girl again with his 9mm gun.
Somebody's kicking some ass.
Yes. Someone rolls for me.
I refuse to be the one who takes the blame for that roll.
I have been the designated roller.
Yep.
That's 7 plus 2, I think, so 9.
Okay. Harm on each other. Ooh. I can't take that much more harm.
Yeah, the shots kind of resound off, and you kind of hit her along the trail up the ribs, and it kind of almost like a chrysalis kind of breaking off and crumbling. It kind of just rips aside off the body, and there's like green ooze, and you can see like the pulsating, oozing, not Elsie beneath. And she kind of shrieks at you, and the wave of ooze and creatures slams into you. Kind of just a torrent of biting and slashing. There's one. I think you basically get like cut across the stomach. Like, so it's kind of level where you might almost have to be holding stuff in.
So how much harm
Stagger
they?
pack. 2.
That's that means I'm dead.
I'll say you are basically laying on the ground, kind of just like unable to do much at all.
Well,
Without any help.
Can
You can barely lift the gun, but you could maybe crawl.
But I have like a piece of cloth with me in my pocket, and I try to kind of tie my intestines in place. So I do some surgery on myself.
You do some DIY surgery?
Yeah.
Can I? Well, I'm not sure what the order of actions are at this point, but
well, I would like to say that Morgan does whatever he's going to do first, but you'll definitely get to try doing your DIY surgery, of course.
Okay, because if Morgan saw that, she would move over to Eric and use magic to try to heal him. So that's why I ask about the order of actions right now. Yeah. We should probably move to close real quick here at this point, or maybe we can take a pause. It's starting to get pretty late.
Well, we'll let Ty do something, and then
Okay.
we'll see what Ty. Yeah, you've been held up by the ankle, pulled close. He's kind of retching.
Okay, well, this is not going to be pretty. It's probably going to hurt quite a bit, but I still have my axe. So I think Ty kind of steels himself and swings with the axe, and hopefully doesn't miss this time. Eight.
I'll give you a hard choice. You can stop her doing something nasty, but won't hurt her. Or you can chop her in half.
I think I'd better maybe just end it and chop her in half, because Bran just got really hurt, Eric's really hurt, and obviously she's not my little sister. Dear.
As she's like holding you up, she's making this horrible retching sound, and the axe and her body is like physically convulsing, and the axe hits her in the side, going clean through as she finally kind of dislodges from her mouth this even larger maggot than the others. It's kind of got this kind of strange mottled pattern along the front, and it just flies out and just pushes itself into poor Ty's mouth. Sickening almost like cracking sound as it pushes through his throat. And the oozing hordes going to start to spread, rise up around her, forming like a wall, as the Elsie body just slumps to the ground, dead.
No.
So it just took Ty over that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was very strong as a little girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eric is maybe dead if he.
Well, I feel like this is actually how it should.
And yeah, we'll
Yeah.
start.
This. I think I'm gonna have to do
Ending.
love letters. I would like to say what is. I mean, I got a feeling there's Vince sitting over the slightly smoking Bran.
Yep.
There's Morgan, and there's obviously Eric is holding his parts inside himself. Morgan.
Oh, Morgan's all right.
Morgan.
Got one harm. She's good. She's a little like scuff.
Aw.
The spots where Finch landed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it fades to black with a "to be continued."
The next session should start with me doing a whole lot of healing. Hopefully.
And,
I'm just gonna go because the baby's waking up. So good timing.
we
See you
will
next
we
time.
will let Morgan end this off and
Yep, Morgan carries everybody out, avoiding the cops or something. All right, cool. Well, thanks for running the Monster of the Week, Alex, and thanks for playing. We will play one more session next week. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
at least.
At least.